a good one. 100%. Oh, okay. Nope. Yeah, Twitter, isn't really working for me. Doesn't like Kokomo, though. Actually, funny story. I'm on bird. I'm there. I'm here. Okay. Place called Kokomo. Alright. Ooh. We need to watch the charismatic voice and react to her because she is so fucking dope. What is this? I'll take it slow. The best 1v1 character. Oh. Man, this shit's recommending me some like pretty fucking dope shit. Which I need to watch because huge titties, you know. I love them everyone loves them. Fair enough. The 1v1 hero though. That's the thing. Hold on. I will be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Had to talk to people.
Is already on her way to being a major superstar.
Is that Miley Cyrus?
Looks like next harvest will be even better.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times cartoons predicted the future.
Oh, pipe down, you weasels!
For this list, we'll be looking at the craziest
Isn't that her
moments in
name?
which an
Helga?
animated TV
Okay.
series depicted events that would actually happen later on. What's your favorite prediction? Let us know in the comments.
Ooh,
Number
Ooh, we got Lingland's program, hour and 3 minutes. Nobody wants to watch that, but I kind of do.
10. KFC chicken shortage. South Park. In 2018, many KFCs across the UK experienced a chicken shortage due to some logistical problems with stores receiving deliveries.
It is a humiliating sight for one of the country's biggest food brands. In city after city, a second day of shuttered stores running short of their vital ingredients.
Stores closed, which means fans of the fast food chain were unable to get their fix for up to a month in some locations. 8 years earlier, a similar situation unfolded in South Park, where new state laws forced...
Is that where, like, Cartman ate the skin off the chicken? Is that what that episode is?
KFC to close all their locations.
In the entire state of Colorado, Kentucky Fried Chicken is illegal.
Is that a different thing? It may be a
Cartman,
different
desperate
one.
to get the Colonel's chicken, joins an underground operation to get his hands on the stuff and resorts to selling KFC on the underground market.
I'm sending Tommy to Kentucky to try and set up a little arrangement with the Colonel himself.
I didn't get to
You mean the
stream
Colonel?
last night.
That's right. And I'd like you to go as well and watch Tommy's back
Do
for me.
another shit.
Number 9. Disney buys 20th Century Fox. The Simpsons. When Homer discovers the vacation home of Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger in Springfield, he quickly endears himself to them.
What's with him?
It's so funny, like, The Simpsons have done, what, like, nearly 800 shows, of course. Broken Clock is right at least twice a day, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's just Homer. He's a new friend of ours.
Really?
And that's Alec Baldwin. Like, that's fucking wild. Because the only thing, like, I really know Alec Baldwin from is, 30 Rock.
Giant stars consider me a friend? Well, for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm somebody.
He also uses the opportunity to slyly present a script he wrote and hopes to have Baldwin and Ron Howard involved in the project. They both flat out deny Homer, however.
So you're saying you don't want to star in my movie?
I'm sorry, Homer.
Later, Howard is pitching projects to his production partner Brian Grazer back in Hollywood. During the establishing shot, there's a sign for 20th Century Fox, and at the bottom, there's text indicating it's a division of Walt Disney Co. At the time, they were separate, but in 2019, Disney completed their acquisition of Fox.
Tonight, it's the blockbuster $52.4 billion deal that expands Disney's universe.
Number
The
8,
big one.
Furious 7 Tragedy, American Dad. Steve
I forgot about this. I watched this one the other day. I fucking forgot about this one. That's fair. There's only so much shit that I can remember.
and his friends discover a downed airplane while out for a bike ride. Inside the wreck, they find the script for The Fast and the Furious 7.
Well, fellas, I think it's quite clear what happened. The pilot's head exploded while he was being read this! The script for The Fast and the Furious 7!
Knowing what we know now, that's like fucking awful. It's terribly awful. It's funny as shit, but like, okay, if somebody wrote a script about my life, A, it would be the most boring script ever. And B, I would want it to be something like this, where I am homosexual with every fucking like super hot man. So
This episode aired in 2012, 3 years before the release of Furious 7. Before filming was completed on the project,
And
Paul Walker tragically died in a
That's not to throw any shit at Paul Walker. Like, I know, like, all that shit was, like, really fucking not great, for lack of a better phrasing.
A car
But,
crash.
Thanks for the invite.
It's, I got
Gonna go for a drive.
What's eerie here is
That
that the
one's tough.
imagined
That's
version
the
of the
tough
film
one.
An American Dad is also struck by tragedy, as Steve and Co find the script in the hands of the presumed author, who died in the resulting crash.
Exterior. The streets. Night. There's not a soul around.
Wait.
Until the sickest Toyota you've ever seen
Fuck
slowly
yeah.
pulls up.
Number 7. Video Calling. The Jetsons. Set in the distant future,
This, I've actually talked about this, like, quite a bit. Hold on, let me, I need some, like, background music, because I'm terrible like that. I don't know why this is not more talked about. Because there's like, excuse me, there's like 2 or 3 things that they predicted, like from the 50s, maybe 60s, maybe even early 70s, fair enough, that like would usher in the age of the future. And video calling was one of them. That was like a big thing, fucking even until like the early 90s, right? Like a video phone is like, because the Simpsons did it, not to quote South Park, but they did. It was in the very first episode where Lisa meets what is his name, Hubert, I believe, Humphrey Hubert, something. Shit, I don't know, it's been a very long time. Anyway, point is, like, video phone and shit was like a thing you mounted in your house, and like, oh my gosh, you can, you know, see people you're talking to. That shit came and went with the iPhone. It didn't go anywhere. It just is a thing now. But I'm just saying, like, whenever that came, nobody gave a fuck about it. It's like, oh, okay, I can talk to a person, you know, while I'm, you know, while I'm on the phone with them. I can see them, what they're doing. And even right now, like me to you, there's 0 people in here. Fair enough. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes there are people from like Romania, Estonia, Sweden, everything like that. It's wild. That shit is wild. Nobody like even blinks a fucking eye about it. It's crazy to me.
the Jetson has a lot of potential for predictions. In the show, a lot of tasks are automated.
Hurry, George, you'll be late.
I'm hurrying.
Also prevalent in the animated series are visa phones, which permit individuals to readily
a
call
big
people
thing.
up with video.
I'll
huge
speak
thing,
to
man.
my mother. Mother, I was just going to call you.
You were? Well, what did George do now?
The concept of video phones has been around since the early 20th century, but what the Jetsons managed to accurately capture is their ubiquity in society. Video screens are used constantly as a way for characters to interact. Although a big difference in the show is that people can all of a sudden pop in on you through the technology.
George?
Oh, hi, Jane. Honey, you know I don't like you calling me during working hours.
They said early 20th century. I don't. Concept of it is what they said. I think we didn't get widespread adoption of it until the early, is it 21st century?
Oh, but it's an emergency, dear.
Number
Oh,
6. Smartwatch. Inspector Gadget. The titular inspector is frequently on the case to stop the devious Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw will try to kidnap him. Your mission is to protect the professor from the forces of MAD. This message will self-destruct.
Gadget is often clumsy or downright incompetent when on a mission, yet manages to defeat
What's the dog's name in Professor Gadget? Because I know the little girl's name was Penny because I had a crush on her. The dog was named Brain. That's correct.
Flaw time after time. Of course, the brains of the operation is his niece Penny, who constantly watches out for her uncle's safety.
Brain, the ringmaster lied. The Zucchini brother was purposely taken out of the show. It's a trap.
She also has some pretty advanced tech at her disposal.
Yeah.
She carries with her a computer made to look like a book, and some have noticed a resemblance to early laptops. She also sports what we
Y'all know that they had they actually had fuck, what is it? An action figure. What was it? Dr. Claw? I believe it may be KLAW. But they had a sticker over its face, and I've just found it right this very second. And I used to see this, and I had this. Reveal the mysterious Dr. Claw, because he always had a cat in his lap and everything. Yeah, yeah, there it is. There it is. Sorry to spoil that like 30-year-old reveal for you.
we call a smartwatch today.
Anyway,
Brain, are you ready for some
curious,
action?
interesting.
What's the matter? Did you lose Uncle Gadget?
Motherfucker Brain right there has more skills than I do. I know my differential equations and shit, but Brain carrying like 20 like plates and shit, man, I can't do that. Totally, like, total hats off to that.
Then you better find him.
She can be frequently seen talking into it and using it to do some complex stuff, several decades before such watches would be commonplace.
iWatch.
Number 5. Miley Cyrus Transformation. South Park. In the mid-2000s, critics took aim at Britney Spears' looks and behavior in the public eye. It led her to shave her head from the constant scrutiny and hounding from paparazzi.
Did she say why? I mean, did she
Yes.
offer any information?
They asked.
That South Park episode was probably the most spot-on episode I've ever seen.
Why she wanted to shave her head, and she said, "I don't want anyone touching me. I'm tired of everybody touching me."
South Park satirized the public obsession with Spears into a parody of the short story The Lottery, where the pop star is used as a sacrifice to ensure a good harvest.
Britney was chosen a long time ago to be built up and adored, and then sacrificed for harvest.
Towards the end of the episode, there's a news report indicating Miley Cyrus is on a similar path of changing her image.
Yep, there it is. South Park has been more like accurate, I would say, than The Simpsons has, and that's all I'll say about that.
Cyrus at the time was known for her clean image as Hannah Montana. She would skirt controversy with an image shift with revealing photo spreads, music videos, and her performance at the 2013 MTV VMAs.
I saw that live. I'm not a super big person turned on by girls with short hair, so I mean, I won't say much.
Number 4. Kevin Spacey allegations. Family Guy. After Meg is teased for her looks at school, she goes to the mall with Lois to shop for new clothes.
I tell you what, tomorrow you and I are gonna go out and get you some brand new outfits. Maybe a pair of those lowrider jeans that'll show off your cute butt, huh?
Really? Wow, thanks, Mom.
Stewie and Brian tag along, and Lois suggests they hang out while she's with Meg. They make a bet that sees Stewie streak through the mall, claiming he just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement.
Oh,
$10, $5, $8 and I'll do it.
I
Fine.
forgot about
Almost 15
that.
years later, actor Anthony Rapp would publicly accuse Spacey of making advances towards him when he was younger. Others would also
forgot
come
all
forward
about
with
that.
similar allegations. However,
My
Spacey
gosh.
would be found not guilty, or charges have been dismissed in various trials he's faced.
What do you do in that? Like, people are like, oh yeah, the justice system will, it'll do its thing, it'll run its course, and then it ran its course and nothing happened. Like, what do you do? What do you do against that? If you're going to submit a person to like the justice system, is it guilty until proven innocent? Then whenever they don't do that, he's still innocent. Like, I'm not saying that he's not a scumbag. I'm saying like what, like, if we don't accept a justice system, then like, what do you have? Like, if that doesn't work and it doesn't put him behind bars, then fuck it, court of public opinion. Is that like what is going on here? I'm just curious. It's actually a really interesting question, I think, personally.
The jury have now come back and found him, Mr. Spacey, not guilty of any of these charges. Mr. Spacey had a similar case, a civil case, in America at the end of last year, which also found that the case against him was not proven.
Number 3.
Again, what do you do against that? Like, because if you don't agree with the courts, then you effectively should go for anarchy because the courts aren't proving what you think. But that never happened. So, like, but people still don't agree with the courts, so why are the courts still there? I think it's, if I'm wrong somewhere, please tell me. But what do you do in such situations?
Cats reception. Hey Arnold. Released in 2019, the feature-length film version of Cats was not well received.
Political cats, hypocritical cats, clerical cats.
It performed poorly at the box office and was widely panned by critics for its special effects and overall poor execution. The movie is within the realm of it being so bad, it's good. Similar to The Room.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
That's well, I don't say that. That's about how I deliver every line in my life.
Oh, hi, Mark.
A similar situation happened in Hey Arnold, when Helga and her father go to watch a parody of the feline musical called Rats. As they sit and watch the show, they are in disbelief about what they see, and proceed to comment on how stupid the show is.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I know, it's horrible.
Finally, we've got something we can hate together.
Number
That's heartwarming. Hold on, what do we have, Pamela Anderson?
Number 2, Pamela Anderson in slow-mo, Futurama. After being frozen for 1,000 years, Fry finds out he's become a billionaire due to interest accruing on the 93 cents.
Yeah, because that was the one where he bought sardines. He didn't invest in them, but he put, 93 cents in his bank and then froze himself for 1,000 years, and he was like a millionaire, and he bought sardines with it.
In his bank account since 1999. He uses his wealth to purchase the last can of anchovies at an auction.
I'll bid $23 million. $1 jillion.
Sir, that's not a number.
Oh, in that case, $50 million.
Mom also wanted the anchovies because they could put her out of business. She decides to drain his account, and her sons hatch a plan to steal his bank card, and
it's some kind of like oil to lubricate their machines, I believe.
Pin. The ruse involves making Fry believe he's back in 2000 working at a pizzeria. Pamela Anderson enters, asking Fry if he remembers her from the Baywatch movie, filmed in slow motion.
Hello, Fry. Remember me from Baywatch the movie? It was the first movie to be shot entirely in slow motion.
It hasn't been made yet.
Then he doesn't know I won the Oscar?
Nope.
Crap!
At the time, no such movie existed, but Anderson did make an appearance in 2017's Baywatch in...
That's a thing. She fell down the rabbit hole, it appears, like Madonna did, where she got incredibly famous off of her looks, and then she aged like everyone does, and not gonna lie, it's still but looks fade. The moral of the story.
In slow motion.
Is it just me, or is she...
In super slow motion.
Yeah.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. President Trump. The Simpsons.
Oh my
While the
gosh.
Simpson family attempts to go camping, they come across a Native American
Carmen Electra, if this is to be real, still looks pretty okay.
American casino. Since Bart is a minor, he's not allowed to enter, but manages to sneak in anyway.
All right, time for some underage gambling. So long, sucker.
He's taken by the casino's manager, who shows Bart a vision of what his future will be if he doesn't change his deceitful ways. Bart has become a slacker, while Lisa has become president.
Excellent question. Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president.
During a meeting, she mentions that her government has inherited a budget crunch from President Trump.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
Very bad.
We're broke. The country is broke? How can that be?
Country is broke. Country is in. What is our debt? The fuck is the U.S. debt? Trillion something. What is a? Jesus Christ. 913 100 million trillion. I don't even know. Quadrillion comes after trillion. We're about to hit it. Quadrillion, right? A quadrillion. All right. We're about to be there. We have $913 trillion in debt.
The episode aired in March 2000, so it would be about 16 years before Trump actually became president.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo and be sure to subscribe.
That was an interesting one. I actually really enjoyed that. We have a quadrillion to look forward to. And you know what? You know what's so fucked up about like all of that is actually this would be a pretty interesting. Being like in the college setting and everything, they keep handing those loans out like motherfucking like bottles of water for a fucking dehydrated man. But like the student debt is by far the worst thing in the whole fucking country. They still fucking handing that shit out like candy. I mean, what do you do about that? Okay. I'm David Firth. If you haven't seen my Salad Fingers video, I just did it on Twitch, and it's it's a thing. Dumbledore died. No. Michael Gambon died? I'm not down with that. I don't like that. Well, fuck you. Ooh. Damn. Fuck. I don't like hearing that. Okay. Hold on. Blizzard announces massive layoffs. 1 minute video.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Keep this in mind, too. It's not...
This isn't like as bad. Well, it is incredibly terrible as it sounds, but this is for Hearthstone, and people are like trying to make it seem like Blizzard is about to like go down the toilet, but I mean maybe they are, to be fair. Well, this particular situation is about Hearthstone, as far as I understand it to be.
all rainbows and butterflies. Hearthstone's in a bad way, and on last legs, Blizzard today, massive layoffs, and the Hearthstone team's getting restructured for efficiency. I don't really know the quality of Hearthstone, if it's a good game right now or not, so it's hard for me to see like, oh, this is deserved.
Hearthstone,
but I do want to say that a lot of game developers go on Twitter and they look for sympathy from the player base, and it's like sometimes whenever people lose their job, it's because they're not very good at doing it. Maybe having, you know, 18 different people to pre-approve art for Diablo 4 actually made the art worse. You ever thought of that? I think that they did this on purpose, though. I think
that's a specious reasoning. I don't think you can prove that. I don't think Osman should have said that.
Blizzard knew
whatever.
that there would be negative press about the Hearthstone people getting fired, so they preemptively made this announcement with Chris Metzen. That way, everybody would feel better. And do you know what the funny thing is? It worked. Yeah, it's Bobby's world. That's all there is to it.
Humanity's history is rife with...
Oh, Wendigo, and we will spend so much time with you next month in October. But not today. I have so much to
Oh,
look
yeah,
forward to.
yeah. Keep this in mind.
But, all right now. Man, nobody's been in here. Am I just driving people away, maybe? Sure. I don't know what to title my streams, man. I've been at this for like 2 years. I haven't hit 300, and I'm not complaining, but I'm saying, like, I think I'm a pretty, like, fun individual to hang around with, but pretty smart, play a lot of instruments, grad school, 12 years, astrophysics. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not funny, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm okay. Or not. I think I'm a regular dude, but what the fuck do I know, right? Oh, man. Somebody's like, do better. This is better as I can do, my friend. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Lime Oreo, stop that. I don't like it. Not my. No. Tricky algebra question. Basic rules for exponentiation. What they're gonna do here. What is this? A 2-minute video? What they're gonna do here is they're gonna separate 7 to 100 to 7 to the 97th times 7 to the 3rd. And then they're gonna solve it from there. But let's watch this 2-minute video. Right? Let's do it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and really interesting video today. We need to solve this. We have 7 to the
Really
power 100 minus 7 to
I don't
the
know
power
about that
97.
one. Right.
And I record this video because I see a lot of students like try to raise this to the power 100. They go like 7 times 7 times 7. They multiply it, okay, 49 right here times 7.
Yeah, you can't. No, don't do that. Not a good path to success.
Hello everyone,
I guess you
welcome
can.
back to my channel.
Sure, but
right here times 7. They rate this maybe. They maybe rate this to the 7 to the 4th power, and they go with a really big difficulties because there is a huge number. 7 to the 5th, 7 to the 6th. This is a thousands, and they go with 10,000, 100,000. So it's real hard to raise this. And for example, tests have like this option like
100%.
7 to the power 94, for example, like B will have, for example, 7 to the power 50. So as you can see, a lot of tests have options like that. So it's not like a huge number, that's not like a billion, milliard right here, a lot of different numbers. So
hold on, is he? Alright, what the fuck is he doing here? I must have missed that. It's a 2-minute video.
7 times 7 times 7.
We need to see how he's doing.
Okay, 49 right here times 7.
Don't do
they
that.
rate this maybe. They maybe rate this to the 7 to the 4th power, and they go with a really big difficulties because there is a huge number. 7 to the 5th, 7 to the 6th. This is a thousand, and they go with 10,000, 100,000. So it's real hard to raise this. And for example, tests have like this option like 7 to the power 94, for example, like B will have, for example, 7 to the power 50. So as you can see, a lot of tests have option like that. So it's not like a huge number, that's not like a...
Oh wait, he's writing down. Okay, I see what he's saying. A, B, and C. If it's a multiple choice question, dude, I don't fucking deal with multiple choice. Whenever I teach, you have to fucking show your work and shit, and learn that you or show me that you like learned even a little bit of anything at all ever. I see what
Billion,
he's saying.
milliard, right here, a lot of
Yeah,
different
100
numbers.
jillion,
It
yeah.
doesn't have this option. They have like that.
Don't do that.
So you need to work with these powers real quick.
Again, what I would do if I were to approach this, I'd split that 7 to 100 up and do 7 times 97, and then 7 times what would it be? 3, and you got 7 times 97. Well, fuck. Let's see what he
we
does.
Have 7
actually.
to the power 100. Okay, how can we write this? Because we can see 97 right here. This is a really close powers.
Sure, yeah.
So let's do this. Let's write this 100 as 7 to the power 97 plus 3. Okay, minus 7
that's
to the
what
power
I said.
97. And right now we can see 97, 97. This is really good. But how can we write this expression? If you know a little bit about power rule, we can write this as 8 to the power x plus y. This is our rule.
Right.
We can write it as
That's
8 to the power x times a to the power y.
Right.
Okay, we can do it like
that's
that.
what you do.
We can write this expression as 7 to the power 97 times 7 cube minus 7 to the power 97. Okay,
what I said to do.
And if we look closely, we have subtraction and we have the same elements, this one and this one. We can easily factor it. If you factor it, 7 to the power 97, in parentheses, right here, 7 cube, and minus, right here, only 1, yeah? And right now we can easily simplify this, because 7 to the 7 cube equal to 343, yeah? If we subtract from this 343,
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
We'll have 342.
Sure,
342 times 7 to the power 97. And this is our answer.
This is actually why I don't like his particular videos, because he doesn't like actually solve it all the way, and maybe if that's an answer, that's fine. Personally, I don't believe it's like a coherent answer. It's a reduced form of an answer. But I personally don't like that answer. I mean, if you're gonna give something like that, go like a to 100 minus a to 97, and then you can get like a general answer for every solution of a. But no, I'm not. He does that quite a bit, and I get it. I know what he's trying to do, but after going through college for as long as I have, I've never met anything like that with it like an explicit numerical answer. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Fair enough. Maybe I went to a shitty college. But it's always fun to check in on that. I do. God, it's so nerdy. I do. Funny enough, you know, if I'm getting like super fucking depressed and need the world to like make sense, I'll fucking pull up my Feynman books or my fucking calculus textbook and do some like vector calculus just so that I know I'm not fucking insane. I know it's incredibly nerdy, but it is what I do to like cope with the everyday struggles of my life and divorce and shit. Anyway, I've heard a lot of good things about Creator. Path of Exile, dude, Hog, come on now, man. Don't do Path of Exile with the fucking steering wheel. Don't. What does Arlo have to say? This proves it. You can't deny it anymore. Next gen is coming from like what, Paper Mario? Because he fucking likes to blow his load off with Paper Mario. Don't get me wrong, I love Paper Mario. Thousand Year Door, haven't beaten it. Paper Mario on N64, thought it was going to be Super Mario RPG 2. I guess technically it like was, but wasn't what we were expecting. Well, what does he say? I'm not like the biggest fan of Arlo. And I've tried to narrow it down, like why I don't like him. And I think I don't like him. He casts doom and gloom in like a positive perspective because he doesn't want to get hate on. But it actually makes me not enjoy his content more. But I'm still subbed to him, so what the fuck do I know? Let's watch
this video was brought.
By the way, Arlo, I'm not taking away from any of your views. There are literally 0 people watching me right now. I think it's fun to watch shit. If I ever become like a big YouTuber, which It's never gonna happen. But it's fun doing this anyway.
Brought to you by Squarespace. Do you need a website? Let me ask it a different way. Dost thou needeth a website? If thou dost,
I
then
don't like you.
Prithee, thou should checkest out Squarespace. Squarespace made building my website, Arlo Recommends, super easy. All you gotta do is pick a template.
Arlo Recommends. Okay, you wanna know how great? Here, I'll show this to you right now. His website, Arlo Recommends. I typed in Arlo Recommends. Obviously Reddit's #1, fair enough. Then we have Twitter. We have another Twitter. And then we have Arlo.com, which might be Arlo Recommends, fair enough. No, this is a completely different thing. Right? Oh shit, I exited that. I just want to show you how like incredibly high ranking Squarespace is because I've done that. I was a Squarespace user for a little while for my life, like fucking imploded. Okay, so first for no Arlo community. No, Arlo is something else. Arlo secure cameras, doorbells. Okay, they're trying to be like, what is it called? Ring, I think. Community.arlo, community.arlo. Okay, community.arlo. More searches. What if we do Squarespace? What if we do like Arlo Squarespace? I think it's important to check out. Like I actually did. Of Squarespace. ArloRecommends.com. Okay, so we have what, 5 links now? Sure. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's great. We have I hope this doesn't pop up porn and ban me. Clicking the button, security. Okay. I want to go like through his sponsorship, and it does not look to be good. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, we got a voice search there that popped up. Great, love that. ArloRecommends.com. Try again. All right, so it brings me up to that. Fair enough. There's kind of shit that pisses me off, actually. Not once in any of my net findings, typing in Arlo Recommends gave me any sort of valuable information at all.
There's loads of them to choose from. You tweak any element you want, 0 coding knowledge required. And just like that, you're done. You've got a beautiful website.
I never went to this website. I tried to type it in Google. Everyone saw me. It's on video. Never happened.
Then anything you need is at your fingertips. Every tool is complete.
100% false. 100% false. And while I'm like all for people making their own websites, which I used to do with Final Fantasy and my other channel, of course it would never work. I loved it. I thought it was fucking dope. I think we used Word. It wasn't Squarespace. WordPress, I think we did. 0 hits. 0 hits. Nobody give a fuck. And to be fair, nobody has given a fuck of my 125 episode recap of Final Fantasy, but what you gonna do? Let's go. 100%.
Completely intuitive. You can format text however you want, embed pictures and videos and social media posts and whatever you want.
And I don't disagree that you can do all that, but nobody gives a flying fuck about it.
Want wherever you want. I write a lot of posts, so I find it particularly helpful how I can schedule posts.
That's a good game. Ease Origins. Would highly recommend. Lacrimosa of Dana. Super dope. One of my I'll say one of my favorite games of the last decade, but actually kind of is.
To automatically go out at a predetermined time, and I can also tell the system to automatically push to my social media when those posts get published.
You can no longer do that with Elon Musk's X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because I used to do that, and that is a not true statement anymore.
Squarespace also offers loads of powerful extensions if you ever need them. And another thing I particularly like is the suite of analytics to peruse. To try
to see my YouTube analytics, they're incredibly fucking terrible.
Try out Squarespace for yourself. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. Then when you're ready to launch, head to squarespace.com.
Hold on. This is actually super important. Squarespace.com/Arlo. Oh, I am so going down the rabbit hole here. Welcome to Squarespace. Bring your stories to life. 10% off, 14 days for free. Code Arlo. Okay, great. Not a link to his site. If you like what I do, go to Arlo Stuff. We got twitter.com/Arlo Stuff, twitch.tv/Arlo Stuff, youtube.com/Arlo Plays. Video was credited for Kane. Great job. Yeah, there's actually not a single fucking link to this squarespace.com/Arlo, unless this is the site, but we actually were just right here. This is actually squarespace.com/Arlo. It has nothing to do with Arlo. It has nothing to do with Arlo Recommends. I don't like to call people a shill, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let the website speak for itself. If you want to go there and check out Arlo Recommends, squarespace.com/Arlo, go do it. From what he's proliferating out through the internet, which is a bunch of bullshit, and I just proved that. I don't think I disproved it.
.com/Arlo to save 10% off your first website or domain. And now for today's recommendation. Magenta Mountain by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. King Gizzard is a band I've been slowly getting into recently. They Gizzard and the recommendation. Magenta Mountain by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. King Gizzard is a band I've been slowly getting into recently. They put out a lot of music, and their sound is always evolving. But one song in particular I cannot get enough of is Magenta Mountain. The whole album that it's from is fantastic, but my golly gosh, that song, that is...
I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it off stream and give my thoughts on it that no one will ever see, but
an earworm if I've ever heard one.
Enough.
Verily, many thanks to Squarespace. No.
Am I gonna get banned if I say I want to punch him in the face? Is that a bannable offense? Because if it is, I don't want to punch him in the face, but I want to punch. You know, if I were to watch me, I'd want to punch, you know, myself in the face. But if it's against the rules, then, you know, I withdraw that statement.
Now, hark on if with the I didn't read a lot of Shakespeare, I'm sorry. Quite flat. It's normal to be skeptical. It's good to be skeptical. I myself am a pretty darn skeptical person. You know, being skeptical, it protects you from raising your expectations too high, from...
Well, and then you don't, like, believe in a burning bush. That's God, so... Be skeptical.
Falling for misinformation. But there is also value in believing. In taking that leap.
There's no value in believing. I disagree with that 100%. If you don't know something, say that you don't know it. If you believe something, say that you don't know it, but I hope. But believing and saying that you believe this is going to happen, that's a completely different word, and I think there's no value in that. I'm sorry if I, like, alienated any of the 0 people that are watching right now.
Of faith in getting caught up in the hype. I know that when it comes to new hardware, many of you take the "I'll believe it when I see it" approach. And I get that. I completely understand it. We have been teased by rumors of a mid-generation Switch upgrade for the...
We have been teased with the fucking mid-generation Switch upgrade since the fucking Switch launched. If you're gonna say that we're gonna get a new console from Nintendo every fucking like month or 2 months, and it finally happens, you can't call yourself like an accurate prediction person. Broken clock is right twice a day kind of
the
thing.
Majority of the system's life, thanks in large part to the irresponsible rumor mongering of certain Nintendo-related channels which will remain nameless. This whole idea has permeated so much of the Switch's very existence. I maintain that the fabled Switch Pro did exist at one point, but pandemic shortages nixed that plan.
So why is he arguing with believing when we don't have that? Like, that's a weird hill to die on.
And Nintendo decided to jump into next gen a little bit earlier instead. So we basically had a whole rumor cycle for something that didn't end up happening, and that has naturally...
Sorry, I like to comment over these things. I know, like, YouTube reactionary videos are like on hot topic, hot boil. They're boiling right now. They're like in center stage. Rumors are fucking stupid. Because nothing good can come out of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you hear a rumor, say, oh my god, like Smash Brothers was like the big thing, right? Like, oh my god, Mega Man's gonna be in Smash. Whatever happens to be. The only outcomes, there are two. The first one is that the rumors were correct, and you robbed yourself of the enjoyment of the hype. Other than you're like, oh no, I didn't. I saw a lot of other people hype. Well, yeah, but still, like, you know it's coming, so you never got the hype yourself. You're like implicitly living through other people's hype. Which I guess is fine, but that would not satisfy me. Number two, the rumor happens, and then like it didn't turn out to be true, which you got yourself hyped up for something that was never going to happen in the first place, and you just didn't wait. So like you got your hopes up, and then you got let down. There's no, and I've thought of this for a couple of years now. There's no like middle ground. Feel like, oh well, I have anxiety problems, and I like to know what's going to happen before it happens. And then my response is, okay, well, that doesn't do anything. That's like Orion! He's going weird. He's going crazy. Anyway, people are like, oh, I don't like to be anxious. And it's like, well, that doesn't matter because you're kicking the can down a Rome. It's like a panspermia situation of like, oh, life was seeded by an asteroid on Earth. Okay, well, that doesn't really matter. Like, where did that life come from? Right? So it's like, why were you not super, like, anxiety ridden before the announcement happened? Right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, oh, I want to know what's happening. Well, you would have wanted to know what's happening before the rumor confirmed it. So, is that not like the same level of anxiety? I don't know. Maybe it's not. That's the dumbest fucking argument I've ever heard in my life.
Actually left a lot of people pretty burned out when it comes to hardware rumors. But I'm here to tell you today that things are different this time. We are...
This is pretty funny, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but like we've had these hardware rumors since the Switch came out. People like, oh no, my dad works at Nintendo and it's definitely happening this time, and then it doesn't happen, and then the rumors come back like 6 months later, and they're like, oh no, this time it's absolutely 100% I've seen it with my own eyes, and I like 3D printed it, and I have the schematics for it, and then it turns out it's not real, and then I say, oh well, that wasn't real the last 2 times. But it's like, oh, but really super really now, like this is actually what's going to happen. Like it's so good. Like the other ones were so fucking fake. And then I'm like, okay, well that's exactly what they said about the other ones. And like, well no, they were wrong, blah blah blah. And then it turns out to be wrong. And then it happens again and again and again and again, and has been happening since 2016, 2017. So forgive me if I don't like 100% believe this.
Are at the end of the Switch's life. We just are. The next system is coming relatively soon. We don't know exactly when. We do not, but it cannot be too long. Next year is almost guaranteed. I know lots of you don't even want to entertain the idea until you have actual proof sitting in front of you. Until Nintendo themselves have revealed the darn thing. I get that. I really do. People like me, we...
He clearly doesn't, because he's still like going against it. Because he's wasted 3 minutes talking about it, so he clearly doesn't like believe it. He doesn't get it, because if he did, he'd move past it.
Thinking about it and talking about it endlessly and getting all excited.
Number one, like, worst reason for rumors. Everyone loves speculation, and then they are half a second. Okay, my lad is doing some weird shit.
Other people find that tiresome, and I get that.
Yeah,
totally fine. We're just different people.
No, but he's proliferating rumors, and if they're not true, it's gonna make a lot of people sad, and they're gonna go to Twitter and bitch at everyone, and everyone's gonna make fun of the person who believed it, and it's just like not even worth doing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, fair enough, correct me. But I've been doing this kind of thing since like 1990.
I just want to communicate to you that it is now safe to believe. It is now...
Yeah. That's exactly what everyone said before. That's fucking exactly 100 fucking motherfucking % what everyone has said for the past 5 years. When a rumor did not turn out to be true, and then people like, oh yeah, no, it's really, really super true. I know, because my grandparents' father's friend's uncle worked for a guy who did plumbing at a guy that works at Nintendo as an intern, and he knows it. If it's true, show us. Is it... Am I stupid? I might be stupid. I don't think I am, but I might be.
Safe. You do not have to be a rumor-mongering, hype-swilling gamer TM like me.
See, it's so funny because he doesn't understand that this is what exactly people were saying before, and I'm not saying he's wrong. It's just, man, once you say it for 6 years, every 3 to 6 months, boy who cried wolf.
In order to believe that next gen is coming. This is not complete.
Of course next gen is coming. If you didn't think that, you're a stupid motherfucking piece of shit. Like you have fucking shit for brains. Of course it is.
Completely baseless anymore, you know? And like, forget the rumors. Like just for a moment, throw out every single rumor that we have heard. Sure. I am saying 100%. That there is a mountain of evidence right in...
Man, it's so funny because I could take any number of Switch rumor mill videos and put like this segment in it, and it would be the exact same. I'd like get copyright claimed for providing like duplicate information or some shit.
Front of us.
Good, show us.
Black holes. For the longest time, black holes were just a theory.
This motherfucker's getting into some astronomy, and you don't want to do that around
me. You look at a star, and you think, what is that? What's that big, weird, hot thing? And, like, you slowly study, and you eventually figure it out. But black holes have not been a thing, historically, that you can just look at and wonder what it is. They were a concept used to explain a bunch of other astronomical phenomena, you know, like they affect everything around them. We didn't...
No. This is so fucking untrue. It's not even funny. What is it? William Herschel knew about the concept of gravity, and he like predicted black holes, and then Einstein did his theory of relativity, which mathematically predicted black holes, and we looked at Cygnus X1 and we found them. Don't fuck with don't twist astronomy. and don't
need to look at one to know that they were there. And if the next Nintendo system is the black hole, we don't have any direct evidence, we don't have a visual, we don't have confirmation that it's sitting right there in front of us. Nevertheless, the evidence of its existence exists all around it.
I want to get some fucking scissors and stab my eyes out right now.
Affects the cosmos, and all of this evidence explains why, even though we can't see it.
You ever heard the what is it, a fable of a it's extreme? No, what the fuck? The fuck was that? Why did it say extreme? You ever heard the fable of the elephant? Where like a bunch of blind people were around an elephant and then they were to reach and grab a particular body part, and they did that, and they all had different things they described, but it was the same thing. That's kind of like this. Like, okay, we see all this stuff. Who's to say it's not for like a Nintendo computer? I'm not saying that's likely. I'm just saying, show me. And people should. I don't understand why people have to make these outrageous claims and can't just fucking wait for the official announcement. It's mind-boggling to me. But fair enough.
Definitely there. I already did a whole video about why I'm so convinced it's coming next year. And, you know, there's a number of reasons, but like the biggest point was just look at the release schedule. Now that we've had Pikmin 4 and Tears of the Kingdom, the release schedule is almost devoid.
I want to say I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying like what, like why? He clearly hasn't like heard of the fable of the boy who cried wolf.
Of big AAA first-party Nintendo projects. Instead, the schedule is almost completely filled with remakes, remasters, ports, smaller projects, the kinds of things that can be done by smaller teams, either smaller teams within Nintendo or, you know, given to a third or second-party developer outside of Nintendo. As this year has progressed and we've gotten a better and better idea of what 2024 looks like, it seems more and more of a sure thing that the Switch is winding.
Right, again, I will tell you Nintendo is going to fail next year. And if I say it for 1,000 years, it's bound to be right at some point.
Down, it is in its twilight years, as it were. The June Direct, that gave us even more smaller projects, remakes, remasters, that kind of thing. And that was one reason I was so sure. But here's the thing, we just had another Direct. We had another one. And if any Direct was gonna really give us an idea of what was coming in 2024.
Everyone has already said all of this, and it always turned out to be false. Maybe this one's true. It probably is. It's not worth making a video over because this shit is so fucking stupid. Why can't we wait until an official announcement? Why? Why cannot we do that? Explain. People of hype, I guess. I think that's fucking stupid. Just wait. Wait until they want to tell us. Is that so fucking hard to do?
2024, it was gonna be this one. And what was in that Direct? More remakes and...
You know, it was in the last Direct, Tears of the Kingdom, and people thought that was going to be a cross-generation thing that would launch the next Switch. And you know what? It wasn't. It fucking wasn't. Dude, just makes my brain hurt.
Remasters and ports and smaller projects. And what was the big reveal at the end? The one more thing? A remake. And I will say, it is very funny how many people I see complaining about this. You know, like so many people just like, Nintendo, they don't even make games anymore. It's all just remakes and remasters, as though this is some like cynical thing that Nintendo is doing, just churning out this stuff. I think that's really funny because it is so clear to me why they are doing this. This is not Nintendo losing their edge or getting lazy.
This is just a repetition of every... Oh my god. Man, I got fucking 4 more minutes of this. I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be right back. This shit is like taking it out of me. Why can't people just fucking wait? Why is it that hard? I know I just went on a rant about that, but why can't you just fucking wait for Nintendo to announce shit? Why must you like get your hypes or other people's hype up, and then it happens, rob them of the experience, or it doesn't happen, and people are mad about something that would have never happened anyway, that wasn't in the plans. Those are the two options you have, and I think they're both fucking stupid. Just let them announce a fucking game and or system, and stop fucking talking about it. Like, I don't think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm like the only person that thinks about that. But I'll be right back.
No.
I will be right back.
I wasn't looking for forever or a one-night stand. I was just hoping for a smile or a quick slow dance. But when I saw you, there was nothing I could ever do to ignore the smell of smoke across the room. I've had my mistakes, but my heart was clean. I'm made of matches, you're made of gasoline. I was just hoping for a smile or a quick slow dance. Fighting fire with flames. If I burn down, would you do the same? You tell me it's wrong, but we both to blame. I wasn't looking for a sign. forever or a one-night stand. I was just hoping for a smile or a quick slow dance. But when I saw you, there was nothing I could ever do to ignore the smell of smoke across the room. I've had my mistakes, but my heart was clean. I'm made of matches, you're made of gasoline. I was just hoping for a smile or a quick slow dance. Fighting fire with flames. If I burn down, would you do the same? You tell me it's wrong, but we both to blame. I wasn't looking for a sign. Told my heart that I would keep it safe and locked away, but I found myself walking to you through the flame. I saw the flashes, I saw the fire grow. I see the embers, I see the cinder smoke. The room around began to catch fire and disappear. Fighting fire with flames. If I burn down, would you do the same? You tell me it's wrong, but we both to blame. I wasn't looking for a sign. I wasn't looking for forever or a one-night stand. I was just hoping for a smile or a quick slow dance. But when I saw you, there was nothing I could ever do to ignore the smell of smoke across the room. I've had my mistakes, but my heart was clean. I'm made of matches, you're made of gasoline. I was just hoping for a smile or a quick slow dance. Fighting fire with flames. If I burn down, would you do the same? You tell me it's wrong, but we both to blame. I wasn't looking for a sign. Told my heart that I would keep it safe and locked away. But I found myself walking to you through the flame. I saw the flash, I saw the fire grow. I see the ember, I see the cinder smoke. The room around began to catch fire and disappear. Fighting fire with flames. If I burn down, would you do the same? You tell me it's wrong, but we both to blame. I wasn't looking for a sign.
I swear to God, I'm nobody's watching me, so it doesn't really matter. Unless somebody is, but I'm not gonna watch that anymore because it fucking irritates me to no end. Iron Maiden Live. What a fucking, like, great band. The first Iron Maiden song I ever learned was, Fear of the Dark, which I believe, like, actually wasn't even on a particular album. I think it was only recorded live. Unless I'm just completely fucking stupid. That was a studio album, but I may have to listen to it. It may, like, it may kick me off a YouTube. I don't think it will, but I'm going to watch that, but I'll shut my fucking mouth. I'm just like that much goddamn such a fucking good song. This might be like a video version for sure.
When the light begins to change,
I could have sworn this was like only live.
Strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark.
Fear of the dark.
Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there.
Ooh, that heartburning sitting well with me. God damn it. Good song. It's such a fucking dope song. And are you guys into like this halftime? It's so fucking dope. Go back to regular. Yeah, it's like literally like a halftime, or maybe this is like a time or something. It's so fucking dope. That's a good bass, like that's a good bass gallop there too, for sure. Oh, there's actually, there's a music section. It's so good, the gallop. It's like, you know, you're getting your, like, gallop fingers together, you know, to make a, bit of a sexual innuendo there, but I'm not going to take the higher road. It's a good one though. I could have sworn that was like a live only type of thing. Let's see what well, I just want to listen to the song. Charles Berthoud. He is one of the best players that I've effectively ever seen in my entire life. Even counting Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten, like I don't know what this guy could not play, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. When you hit a wrong note in classical versus jazz. Let's hear it. Love it, super dub. Oh, that was the wrong one. Right. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. It's actually kind of funny, like, right, like everyone thinks that you hit wrong notes because you're not good. And you have, it's not that you're not good, you have yet to learn the piece, right? But once you learn it, it is infinitely like harder to hit a wrong note because you're going against muscle memory. And like once you've mastered that particular song, right? It just, I don't know, it's weirdly funny to me. Yeah, don't do that. That times.
Stop! 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 What the hell was that nonsense? Look what you've done to them. I'm sorry, I just got nervous. You were the chosen one, Charles. You were supposed to bring balance to the music, not throw it into darkness. What are you talking about? It just made some sense. Your mistakes resulted in some of the darkest sounds in the universe. Chromatic approaches, altered scales, and The interval that must not be named. Tritones. Ah, don't say the name.
Tritone.
Don't say
Yeah,
the
don't
name.
do that. Don't do
And now
that. Don't do
Winston's
that. Winston's dead. Man, I need to like bring this to saxophone music. I'm not the best sax player. I love saxophone. It's my favorite thing ever in the entire world. I'm not saying I'm the best, but we need a channel like this because we have Charles Bertude for bass and we have Davey on bass. We have David Bennett on piano, which he plays meme songs and stuff, in which we can learn. Really, the closest one that we would have for saxophone, who I admire greatly and would like, that would be the dream job, is oh my god, I can't even remember his fucking name right now. I'll let the video play. I'll find it.
dead, and his blood
I'm
is
sad.
on your hands. I'm so sorry. I had no idea that was even. No wonder you have no friends. You sad, worthless waste of space. No wonder you've never achieved anything in life and wake up every morning wishing you were someone else. You, my friend, will die sad and alone, and there'll be no one there at your
Danielle
funeral.
Vitale, right?
Terribly sorry. Went a little far there at the end. Perhaps try jazz. Why jazz? Trust me, you'll be great at jazz.
It's pretty funny when you hit a wrong note in jazz. Man, his shit is it's so fucking dope. I'm glad he got 1 million subs from Davey. Actually, that did sound like kind of in key. Not gonna lie.
They like the wrong notes.
I don't. Maybe I've been missing too much, or maybe I've like dived in way too deep in jazz. I didn't hear really a lot.
Yeah, do some more of that. I don't know what notes I'm playing.
No, of course not. It's like one of those what is it, Jackson Pollock paintings where like, let me make sure I'm saying the same thing. Jackson, is it a Jackson Pollock? Yeah, it's a Jackson Pollock, right? So this is what I'm talking about. It's basically jazz in art form. Like nobody cares, nobody's watching. It's fair enough. But I like talking about it. God damn it. Yeah, you got your Jackson Pollocks. I mean, this one probably, obviously, most famous one. Oh my god, why does it keep taking me there? Please don't do that. I just want to get a good view of the original art. Okay, well, it's not going to let me do that. Fair enough. Man, motherfucker died in 56. So, like, this is jazz, right? Like, if you're like, oh, I could do that. I could be the next Jackson Pollock. People, I personally don't like subscribe to this. You're like, oh, well, you have to be a master of art to know how to break the rules. Right? So, like, in breaking the rules, something like this. Right? Like, any toddler could do this. But, like, Jackson Pollock, oh, he's like, oh, yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. Which is going, like, above and he's like fucking like Super Saiyan 3 kind of shit. Making this like, oh, I can go even further beyond, and it turns out to be just like fucking nonsense. People are like, oh my god, oh, look at that, look at the depth, look at the intricacy, the myriad of swipes there. He's just fucking doing a fucking bottle everywhere. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's jazz. You know, jazz, wrong notes. This guy like has no definite like thing that he's doing. It's exactly the same. 100%. Oh my god, did I like nope out of Charles? No, I didn't. That. I think, so good. Most of that did not sound like out of tune, out of key. Chromatic approaches, yes, but that happens in like every piece of music. Oh my gosh. All right. Somebody gave me a like. I appreciate that. I think I said that earlier, but if I didn't, yeah. This is a good one. The most epic bass battle you will ever see. This is, yeah. This motherfucker got 314 subs by uploading other people's shit. Sorry, we're about to go on a rabbit hole here, and I'm probably gonna get pretty fucking pissed off. Okay, so he is like a settings and son. I get it. I mean, synth mage here, but fair enough. He just does YouTuber compilations. He actually does nothing like relevant himself. He does not do live streams. He just takes different YouTuber videos and puts them together and has more subs than them. From doing this for 2 years. He's doing it for 1 year. Am I salty? A little bit. 3 years. I mean, he only has so many videos, but he has more subs than me. That's a very disheartening thing. Jesus Christ. If there's one thing I haven't or have learned on YouTube is that effort and grind and everything, it doesn't matter at all. Anyway. We need to collab. Let's do it. Oh, wait. We did the Davey one. This one's good. Not very long, but sure. My take on this, I've watched this shit like a million times. It's still good every fucking time. My take on this though is that Davey can slap better than Charles. I mean, they're pretty equal. They're pretty equal in like everything, to be fair. But Davey can slap better than Charles, but Charles has better finger style. And then if you use a pick, you need to go directly to hell. Do not pass. Go. Do not collect $200. Charles definitely finger style, maybe they're very close. Charles takes it on tap, Davey takes it on slap, and yeah. I don't think anyone I've ever heard of playing bass can beat Charles. I mean, at that point, you should just play piano. And me saying Charles beats Davey is like saying, oh, which god will be ever so slightly better than the other god at a particular thing. You know? He's got some kind of tiny strings on there. 100%. He's too good at tap. He's too good.
That's illegal.
Yeah. You do not use a pick on a bass They will come and hunt you down and fucking murder you immediately. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Man, they're so good. I can play like bass decently well, but yeah, no. God damn it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? He's using hex again.
Hey. You give me like I would say like I'm the red mage of kind of everything. You give me like a bass, a guitar, violin, whatever. I can probably like fumble my way through it. You know, I'm obviously better at some things than others, like saxophone, guitar, of course, acoustic, finger picking, to be incredibly precise. Decent at bass. Know my shit. Nothing like them. Like I'm a goddamn amoeba compared to them. But all techniques. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't have that like double pop down with the thumb angled in the way that it is. Nice.
So you
Love
don't
it.
want to give up.
So good.
Not wise.
You leave me with no choice but to use the
Right.
holy slap. I
Don't
didn't
do
want
that.
this battle to end like this.
Oh
but you
shit, there it
forced
is.
me. What a shame.
I fucked up. I'm sorry. I typed this up twice. Somebody's here. I gotta talk to myself, right? At some point. That is a fucking amazing collaboration, and did he just play an impossible bass line? I think we have to watch this.
Let's see his
I think we
impossible
do.
hardest bass line.
Absolutely. He's too good though.
What's up? Slap.
I need to do this with saxophone, man. I gotta do this shit. I got to.
2020 has been declared the worst year ever for many reasons, but mainly because I stopped
All of my
making
years get
Fiverr videos. I know, I went way
progressively
too far.
worse.
That's why today we are going on Fiverr one extremely less time. Epico. I noticed a lot of new bassists join the
Epico.
website. Let's put them to the test. I'm gonna pay them to create the hardest and most impossible bass line they can come
Exactly.
up with. And then once we
100%.
get all the bass lines, I'm gonna play them all. And checkmate them. But maybe today somebody will beat my epic bass skills. Watch all the video, don't skip, or I will destroy your toilet. And as always, I also created my own.
I just
impossible
destroyed
bass
mine.
line, and I'm gonna show it to
Fine,
you.
don't
at
worry
the
about
end. Here we are on Fiverr. See, so many new bassists, and even David Blaine joined Fiverr as a bassist. Incredible.
Did he? Oh my god, did he actually? Is that truth? Does David Blaine play the bass? Really?
Hours later.
Nice. We found 9 bases. Let's find a pro. And to remember the good old times, I want
Pro.
to Charles the Pro. Cool. I spent a lot of USD dollars. Slap like now and subscribe, but I will never financially recover from
Do
this.
it.
Let's wait a
Slap
few days
like.
and then we will come back and see these impossible bass lines.
One eternity later.
What's up? Looks like we got some hardest bass lines. Let's go from the cheapest
go.
one to the most
Gonna happen.
expensive one. First one, only 7 USD.
I mean, that's probably about my skill, I'd say, to be fair.
That's some pretty fast fingerstyle, but the video quality is not very good. For $7, I expected 4K HD quality. Let's try.
Good. My take. Okay. Super dope. Getting the, oh shit, getting that octave in there. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Checkmate. And I even played it 1 octave higher. Was this hard?
Ah,
Easy.
look at that.
For $7 approved.
I
Next,
know my fucking music
$12.
there. Taught that shit in college. I haven't like incorporated tapping into bass, and I
cool.
like
Here's
right now
slap
my
tapping
main
and
is like
chords. Let's
you know
try.
sax, well guitar too. He's got he's very like light strings. They're not very like heavy. You get more of like a guitar sound out of it, a little bit, I guess.
Checkmate.
I think they're called like piccolo bass strings. It's interesting.
Hard? No. Next, $17. It's getting expensive.
Yeah. I'm not feeling that guy. Sorry, it ain't happening for him. I think I'm better than him. Not as good as some of these people, but I don't know about that guy. He's like not on time. Yeah.
There is something
Gotcha.
about this that doesn't really convince me. This bass line sounds very beginnerish, and I just noticed the 3 guitars behind him. That's kinda sus.
Yeah. Kind of sus. I mean, that's.
I
called
bet
it.
$1 million that he's a guitarist playing bass.
He is.
Anyway, let's try.
Yes. But really, though, like, I don't want to shit on them at all because any instrument's as hard as you can make it. Just saying. Just saying. I can teach I did teach my girlfriend, like, beginner bass shit in, like, 2 hours, maybe, to where she could play, like, any kind of music with me. It's not that hard. Now, if we're talking Victor Wooten, Marcus Miller hard, fair enough. I give it that to you, but, yeah, I actually think my girlfriend was a little better than that guy that we would just watch, for sure. There it is. There it is. Okay, that's fair. So what you do? Again, I am talking like I'm in position of authority on this, but like, if you can learn that like slap pop, whenever you slap, lower the string, and then what you do is you like take your index finger and pop it up. That's whenever you get that like funky bass line, and you can do it with like a power chord, which is like, okay, you got the root note, then go 2 frets up and 1 fret over both strings. You can do some really cool shit with that. Doesn't have to be amazing. It has to just, fit,
Provides
be
the
good.
final slap part. His part was just too easy. Lemar. Next,
Yeah.
$33.
Fair enough. It's like a, what is that called? Like a violin bass or something? I think it's called a violin bass, yeah. So if you want to know, here's one. That's what he's playing. I'm sure there are better ones or whatever. It's kind of unique looking, though, to be fair. More of like a
He's
jazz
playing a
bossa nova
violin
type of feel.
bass. Interesting. This was hard. It was very hard to hear what he played on the bass. The drums were too loud compared to the bass. Get your facts straight. Let me fix this.
I'm terrible at that, like audio mixing. I'm sure that's like why nobody watches my streams. To be fair, I try to get it right. What you gonna do?
Pretty cool bass line next. $33 again.
Alright. It's a 5-string bass. Right now, I'm going to tell you that Davey does not like that, nor Charles Berthoud. And me either. I think 4-string bass is the way to go. I think limitations breed creativity. And that's like a me thing, for sure. And everyone comes in here and then they know that, like, this dude doesn't know
Pretty
music.
solid slap. Let's try.
Fair enough. Pretty good. Not bad, for sure. You mean like a week with that? I like it. I like it quite a bit.
It was fun to play, but easy. We still didn't find a hard bass.
Easy,
I'm very
okay.
set now. Subscribe.
Shots fired.
Next, $33
Shots fired.
again.
100%. He has that like double. What is it called? A double pop, I think. With his thumb.
OMG, finally a hard one. Let's
Sorry.
try.
Oh my gosh, why do I have the hiccups? Not great. I hate the hiccups. I really do.
Nice. This was the hardest one yet.
Gotta throw in that little like frill there.
Very cool. Next, $44.
Pretty dope.
We shot this.
That's a pretty good
portrait
run.
mode. Unbelievable. Let's try. I didn't even need to learn this part. It was that easy. Next, $89.
Damn. Shots fired. It's all good, you know. Maybe not $45 good, but like still decent. Sure. Love to have him in my band. Would not turn away. What did I post? You motherfuckers thought I was gone. Not so. I'm down and ready to party with all the 0 people in my chat. God damn it. That is sad. Oh well.
This sounded more like a jam
My
rather
life.
than a bass
What the
line.
fuck can I
Feels
do?
like he improvised a lot. I'm gonna do the same.
It's a good bass line, 100%.
Was this hard? No. Good
now they're
try.
yeah.
I didn't expect a good try. I expected something more from $89. What do you think about this?
Damn it.
Leave a
I mean, was that $99 good? Maybe not. but I don't know how much I would pay for a person to do that. Like, it would be more fun for me to learn that. Because, I don't know, it's the type of person I am.
Now, next one is the last one, and he's the pro, Charles the Pro. $105.
Charles, yeah.
We've been enemies since the first time I found him on Fiverr. Let's see his impossible
100%.
hardest baseline.
100 goddamn %. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Alright. He's too good. Don't do it. God damn. So good. So fucking good. God, that pop though. That like, god damn it. So good. No.
So that was it for today. I will see you in the next one. I'm just joking. Now this is hard. He mainly used tap because he knows it's not my main technique. Strokes.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this time
Exactly.
Checkmate.
Strokes.
Unless you slap the like button now and give me the energy
Do we
to play
slap
this
like already?
impossible baseline.
Sure. 100%.
Let's do this.
Oh, I didn't slap like. There we go. That's so good though. That's so fucking dope though. It almost sounds like a Mega Man song. A little bit. God damn, that slap. Fuck me.
Checkmate. My bass
Jesus.
doesn't sound as good
Checkmate,
as his,
yeah.
but that's just because his bass is more expensive than mine. Yes, that's how it works. The more expensive the bass, the better you sound. And I had to play some parts
Yeah, of
differently because my bass doesn't.
It's not like I have like shitty saxophones that I can make sound like fucking Careless Whisper or anything, and not like a fucking no, it's about $200 guitar over there, Keith David guitar. Like an entry level. Fuck that. I think I'm pretty dope at that, but I don't know. I'm not very good at many things, but sax and guitar. I didn't say sex, I said sax. Sax, no.
Doesn't
That's
have
my
enough
girlfriend.
frets, and he knew it. He betrayed me once again. 300,000 likes. I'm gonna battle him again. Anyway, that was the
100%.
last baseline. Who do you
Anyway.
think did the best job? Leave a comment now. Almost all of these baselines were very easy. My two favorite ones were the $33.
It's a good one, man.
Trust
It's a good one. I like. I very hold like strong sentiment of like, to be good you don't have to be complex. It's sort of a people say like chiseling or like making a statue or something. It's not like you have the whole block, but you're like whittling away the block that reveals the statue inside. Like you're getting rid of all the superfluous shit and just getting down like to the pure essence of the thing that you want to make. And it should be like the simplest thing. And if you make that and do it good, it would appear as if it were like an incredibly complex thing. But it's not. It's just chiseling away all the fat. But I'm not saying like complexity isn't very entertaining.
The pro, incredible video quality and bass playing. But now I also created my own hardest bassline. Again, let's listen
Let's
to
do
it.
Let's hear it. That's too much. I'll never do that in my lifetime. It's not in the cards.
Checkmate. All the basses in the world. I bet you cannot play this as perfectly as me. Ha. What? You think you can do it? Then make a video now. Entitle it Davey Fell for Hardest Impossible Bassline. Let's see if you can do it.
I can't do it. I can do some pretty dope shit, but not on bass. I can hold my own though, I think. Let's listen to a collab showing. It's so funny, like people come in here and they're like, "Oh, nobody's talking in here," and it's fucking pathetic. Like flesh of mass that people call a man is streaming. And you know what? They're right to go away. I probably would too. I do like the collab though. I will watch his shit like on repeat. I think it's so fucking good. And he's done a lot. And whenever I rekindled my love of saxophone, it was like right after this. God. If it hadn't have been a little bit before, I'd have totally submitted a bunch of shit. But sadly, that's not what happened.
Hello everyone.
Still a fucking
Since we're all in
amazing
quarantine,
achievement.
I decided to try an experiment. I wondered if it was possible for us all to compose a
So
song
good.
from around the world. So a week ago I made a post asking everyone to send me some stuff in E minor at 120 BPM. Those are the only instructions I gave. I received about 300 submissions on my website, Instagram and YouTube. I watched
That's more viewers or submissions that I've ever
every
had in
single
my
video
life.
and then started arranging the audio in Logic. You might be shocked to find out that after a lot of editing,
I would fucking kill to do that. I would fucking kill to do that. If I had enough people watching me, I'd do this like that's what my whole channel would be
arranging
about.
actually turned out amazingly. This virus may be keeping us apart, but music can bring us back together. So without
so
further
good.
ado, here is the biggest
So
ever
fucking dope.
quarantine collab.
And you have to realize he told them what is it, a key to play in and then a tempo to play in. Nobody knew what anyone else was doing. And he came up with this. It's fucking mind blowing. I love music. When Panopticon comes in is like my favorite part. It's so fucking dope. Bass. See, this actually like makes me jealous right here. My first true love was probably tenor saxophone. I played it for the majority of my life. And then I kind of, in the past 5 years, switched over to soprano, and I absolutely fucking love it because I got like super deep entrenched in synthwave, so I'm like more of the upper registers now. Alto, which I got a blue, what do they call it? Electroplating. It's like a blue electroplated saxophone, which looks like a synthwave saxophone. That's an alto, and I love it. Anyway, let's they look like they're having so much fun. It's fucking moron. Love it. I do like me some harmonics. They're like rubbing it in my face. Like, oh look, he took tenor saxophone contributions. Too bad you were incredibly depressed at the time. God damn it. And like marimba, that shit's beyond me. I can play like piano, but marimba, like, no. That shit don't work with me. What a weirdly high octave bass. What I was talking about earlier is like so he did 2 measures of a saxophone riff, that's what you want to call it, and he got in here. And it's not even like the most fucking mind-blowing thing. Da, 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 da. Like, it's the easiest fucking thing in the world. And that's what I'm talking about, like simplicity overtakes like complexity. Like, because if you had a saxophone dude like running up and down like the chromatic scale or some bullshit, impressive, sure, but it's in musical, maybe not. Or maybe it is, I don't know. He's a... The fact that she plays guitar and looks how she does. I'm not gonna say anymore. There he is. That motherfucker. He's too good. Look at that feature. We need to like go and look that person up, future YouTuber, because I haven't. This was what, like 3 years ago when the pandemic started. They're probably like very grown up. We may have to do that in a little while. So right now, this dude is using piccolo strings. I like the headstock there, or rather the lack of. And I've watched a lot of his shit, and it's very good. But he's an interesting fellow that, from what I've seen, I could be completely wrong, like exclusively uses piccolo bass strings to get that like higher octave out of it. Which I'm not against at all. I think that's pretty fucking good. Zonder, I think is his name. He's a very good player. So this might be my Christmas asking present. This is called an iwi, an electric wood instrument. Plays like a saxophone, has similar fingerings, maybe not entirely. But I want one. Because I feel like super self-conscious about practicing my saxophones because they are loud. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. So I think an iwi would be so fucking dope. And also you can make it sound like anything. So hey, bonus there. It's like a MIDI type of instrument, I think, is my understanding. Here we go. They're gonna bring it all together now. So good. It's so good. That lead in is so good. The one note on a ukulele. And this guy, he clearly, like, it's almost the most satisfying thing in the world when you've like mastered, or at least as much as you possibly can master an instrument, where like you're not worried about technique or what is happening. You're worried, like, you get fuck, it's hard to explain. You get pulled into the music to where you're not even thinking about it. Your body is just like relaying the thing that the chordal progression needs, and you do that without thinking. It's like what is it? Goku going or what is it called? Ultra Instinct, where they explain it like, oh, every part of your body has a mind of its own. It's kind of like that. It's good though. Fair enough. This is where the best part. The brilliance of this, putting this together, is that the cello is playing pizzicato, which is like plucking the strings. Which you never say like a guitar is played pizzicato, but you know, whatever. Cello is supposed to be like a bowed instrument. So the funny thing about that is on the right, we have a dude playing a bass with what looks like piccolo strings who is actually like bowing it. I think it's brilliant. Oh, and Panopticon just playing these like descending chord progressions, which is, in my opinion, like the best part. Again, it goes towards the Kiss technique, keep it simple, stupid, and you can make some good shit. I don't have a guitar and that needs to change. Fairly simple. What should they even cost? This part right here, like every time I get to I love like the pulsing of the editing of the video, and you hear that like bass synth go wah 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 wah, you know, following the chord progression. I mean, the whole fucking song is amazing. It's so fucking this is kind of like the jazz thing that we watch. This particular part I'm not a super big fan of because he's not like doing triplets or anything. He's playing on a weird off like tempo, I think. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I don't know. I don't think it goes with the song. And it's like the like jive. That part right there. Oh, this guy though, like, is it racist to say, of course, he plays the violin because he's Asian? Is that like positive racism? Because I'm very, very jealous of that. I play a lot of instruments. I fucking have my own fiddle over there for sure. I bought that to play like folk music, like Irish folk music. I'm terrible at it. I'm good at a lot of things. Saxophone, keyboard, all that. I'm fucking terrible. And fiddle, not violin, right? Funny thing, whenever I was searching for one, everyone's like, yeah, it's a fiddle when you buy it, it's a violin when you sell it. That always stuck with me. I think, yeah, I like that stuff. Great. Love it. All of it. And there she is. I don't even hold my tongue in a positive light. Jesus.
Not bad for a composition where all I said was play an E minor at 120 BPM. I have to say there was a point where I thought this might have been a huge mistake. How is it ever going to take hundreds of pretty unrelated recordings and turn them into a song?
Because fucking music is magic. It's the closest thing to Magic as you.
But in the end, I think it turned out great. I especially loved Marco Zarco on the Iwi, possibly one of the funkiest solos I've ever seen. Sujong Park and Cheapest Bass Guy were great again too. Panopticon Labyrinth and Keytar Guy managed to single-handedly turn the ending into an EDM song, so congrats to them. And thank you all so much for your videos. I'm sorry if you weren't in the final video, but I hope you still enjoyed making some music. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
I fucking love him because he's like, okay, maybe you didn't do so well, but I hope you had fun playing it. And that's really all I ask of anyone. Is like, I think every person on the planet should learn how to play an instrument. And I really don't care if you're good or bad at it. Like, I think the idea of proliferating music throughout the world is like the best idea. And I'm very, very, very vocal against people that kind of gatekeep music or shit on other people's taste that like a particular song, like Nickelback. That's like the biggest one. I fucking turn on some Nickelback right now. I like him. I don't know. Fucking sue me. But like, if it's not for you, that's fine. But why do you gotta say like, oh, that music's shit and you're shitty for listening to it? Go kill yourself. Something like that. Like, that's not. Just so many words have been said to me back in high school. It's like, dude, what the fuck, dude? I like what I like, and I can't, like, I just fucking like what I like. Like, what does it matter? The song's already out there. Person's not gonna like be able to change it. It's already in the universe. So why the like? If you're gonna like it, fucking like it. Who cares? If anyone doesn't like it, then go fuck off and find another stream or something. Yeah, we're gonna.
Hey everyone. Today I made a song with over 100 basses, but first I want to address the elephant in the room. I decided not to wear makeup today so that you can see my authentic self, so...
See, motherfucker knows how to like play towards the camera. I wish I could do that.
Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, in case you're wondering how it's possible to make a song with over 100 basses, a few weeks ago I challenged you all to play this bass line.
Y'all know what it is, right? All of the 0 people that are watching. Spooky, scary skeletons. And it gets pretty fucking tough.
Or you could play any solo riff or bass line that you wanted, as long as it was in B minor at 126 BPM. Over the last few weeks I've received hundreds of videos from you guys, and the standard this time is absolutely ridiculous. I watched every single one of your videos and then spent thousands of hours per day editing and arranging all of these random B minor phrases.
God damn it. I've watched this video probably like 20 times. And maybe I've caught this, but I don't remember it. When he's like, oh, I edited thousands of hours of video every day. If anyone's a YouTuber, you know what the fuck he's talking about, and you know how it's actually correct.
Into a song. There's some absolutely amazing players in there. We've got some special guests that you're all going to recognize. But before I show you that, here's a quick sponsored bass solo.
What do you recognize? Bro, you need some, I haven't noticed this. Bro, you need some fucking, like, deodorant or some shit. Like, anti-perspirant. There you, okay, well, that's the point. Alright, fair enough. I don't remember this. I haven't watched it.
So like many things in life, music can be a sweaty, smelly business, and it's all fun and games until you're stuck in a van with someone for weeks.
It's not wrong. Going to a concert is aromatically displeasing. There's a lot of hot and sweaty people, and if you go in the mosh pit, I'm a pretty like big guy. I'm like big in the standard, like my fucking arms are like toothpicks and legs and everything. Skinny guy, but I'm fairly large, so I can hold myself. But Yeah, the mosh pit. Yeah. If you've been in one, you know. If you haven't,
at the time. So I've been using native deodorant for a while now, and I'm a big fan. They're made with a lot of natural ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil. They have plastic-free packaging, and I find that even after hours of intense practice, I can still smell good. On top of that, they have really creative scents like eucalyptus and mint.
Yeah, look at this very enticing array of products. Eucalyptus, mint, charcoal. Doesn't everyone want to, you know, smell like charcoal? I guess the aloe and green tea wouldn't be bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of like smelling like aloe. I love aloe vera. My great aunt used to grow it. And she'd be like, oh, I mean, that was like a learning moment, right? Like, I'd be like, oh, what's that plant? And she'd like snap fuck, I don't even know if they're called like fronds or leaves or whatever. Anyway, point is, she'd snap that off, and she was like, hey, you know, use this on your burns and stuff, like sunburns. That's how I learned about that. It's completely useless information that nobody
Aloe and green tea, and my personal favorite, charcoal. Right now they have a really amazing offer where you can get 25% off a pack of 3 plastic-free deodorants if you use my link and the code CharlesB. So if you
$40 for 3, $30 for free. How much does like regular deodorant cost? Like we need to find that out. Go to like Walmart. Deodorant. Suave $1.18. Buy 3 of them, you're out $4 max. Versus the 30.
If you want some amazing deodorant at a huge discount, just click the link in the description and use that code CharlesB at the checkout. Okay, here we go. Halloween Club 2021.
So good, here we go. Pretty dope though. Sorry, I want to go back. I just don't want to listen to his music without commentary because, you know, reaction shit and everything. He misspelled Spooktober. This is the first time I've ever noticed that. I mean, he should probably shut down his channel. It's too much skill. I have played nearly every instrument in my life to one way or another, but percussion, no. Never done it. Here we go. I think he like goes sans Megalovania here. I think. Could be wrong. Oh shit, okay. What a great name, Jazzy Jellyfish. There it is, there it is. There, we gotta hear it again. We gotta hear it again. I mean, you can't not hear Megalovania like twice. Love it. Love it. Love it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Why did he do that? He should probably not have done that. Let me get banned. He should not have done that. I know what kind of gift that is because a friend told me, and I'm definitely not a degenerate. But fair enough. I suppose. Dude, motherfucker was about to rip rollers. That's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. I love it. It's fucking brilliant. I've built a theremin actually. I was in grad school. It was a fun little side project for seminar, I think is what I did it for. I built Jimi Hendrix's original pedal from the electronic schema, and then the theremin as well. Theremin is so funny. It's like the quintessential nerd instrument. You don't have to touch anything and use waves to like to make the noise without touching. It's pretty hard. Like I believe this is like what is it, like a rub your stomach, pat your head kind of thing, because here you're making the notes and like they have weird like finger positions too. It's strange. I've kind of looked into it, but anyway, they move their hand from left to right to get the different notes, but here they move their hand up and down to like end a note, or like the volume, I guess would be the best way of saying it. I did build it. There he is, the man himself, David. How's it going, Scott? RW Scott. I think Davey could have done better on this one, for sure. We got fucking Hagrid over there. Kidding me? It's pretty good. Not my favorite, but it's okay. Serviceable. Oh yeah, absolutely. Good shit. If you haven't seen them. Tales from the Crypt, yeah. You remember that? Wasn't that with Elvira? Or was that something? What the fuck was the thing with Elvira? Like that girl with super huge titties? I forgot what she hosted. That's really cool though. I like that green screen effect. About to be spooked over. I got so much fucking shit lined up for that. I love October. I love the fall, clearly. He's too good. He's so much better than me. Oh shit, he's got some like harmonics going on. That's super fucking dope. I think it's incredibly interesting. I don't have a capo like that, and I probably need to get one. But like, there is no like headstock, and I've seen a few basses like that. They really intrigue me. Actually, I'm curious on how they hold the fucking strings in place. I'm just not knowledgeable about it. They are so much better than I am. Oh shit, we got... she's a pretty good looking girl. Anyway, again, that didn't do it for me, man. Like, I don't go for complexity, and it's not like me being salty that other people are better than me. It's like the most simplistic things are the things that get stuck in your head, and that's why pop music is so popular. But like, whenever they throw in like chromatic runs and scales and like incredibly quick scale runs, I don't know, man, it doesn't do it to me. It doesn't do it for me. do love me some keyboard though. That's really cool. I don't know if I've ever heard this one actually. See, you add those like embellishments there. I don't think it sounds good. I think it's incredibly impressive that they can do it. I just don't think it sounds good. That right there, that like incredibly quick pop. Oh shit, what are we doing now? Motherfucker has a unicorn bass. I would totally give anything for that. 100%. I'm so ready for Halloween. Oh, he's actually got a bird there. Man, don't fucking do that. Don't fucking show off. It makes me want to die in a hole. Come on. That's so good. That's so fucking good. Was he playing that guitar solo on that bass? He'd have to have piccolo strings for that, right? Like, you can't do that. You can't overdrive your bass. Destroy your bass. It's very good. You know, it's so funny. It's so strange to me. And I can see it for saxophone, for sure. But, like, on a keyboard, whenever people go to, like, incredibly high notes, it doesn't take any more... What would it be? Like, any more practice to do that. Whereas if you're doing, like, altissimo on sax, that's impressive. But like a keyboard, like an electronic keyboard, I get it. I get it. There he is. There's the man.
That was some crazy stuff. We had Theremin, this guy in a pimp outfit, Davey, even Rick Astley showed up. It was crazy. If you enjoyed that and want to
good pimp outfit, I need to get a pimp outfit. I think I get more
support the channel, just tap like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much to everyone who submitted videos. As always, you guys went really all out on the costumes, which is really cool to see.
Yeah.
If you want to be in a future collab like this, just keep watching my videos because I announce them every now and then, and I don't want you to miss out. Thanks so much.
This was a year ago. I actually probably could have been a part of this. Wow, that makes me even like super more depressed. There's another one that he did for Halloween that is incredibly fun.
Hello everyone. Since we're all in quarantine,
like he fucking made bank off of that in quarantine. The biggest ever Halloween collab. This is different than what we watch, I believe.
Hello everyone.
It's Halloween and that means it's time for an epic, spooky, scary collab. A couple of weeks ago, I asked you to send me clips of you playing in D minor at 120 BPM.
As we all know, D minor is objectively the saddest
to make
key.
It spooky, an extra points.
And if you don't know what that's from, sorry for pausing it. I try to pause it a lot, talk about other shit because I don't want to be like labeled as a person that steals other people's content like XQC. I'm sure that's not in the realm of possibility, but I try to give like credit where credit's due. But there was fuck, what was I looking for? Why did I stop this? Fuck me. Okay, fair enough. It'll come to me.
If you wore a costume. I got about 300 videos from you all, and I watched every single one. Then I took as many of your parts as I could, and with the power of bass,
what the hell was I
turned it
looking
into
for?
an epic song. This is my way of saying thanks to you for being such amazing subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, tap it now, and maybe you'll.
You know, he did that for me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm 3 people away from 300, which is just fucking pathetic. But I get what I'll take what I can
one
get.
of my videos in the future. Anyway, now here is the biggest ever spooky scary collab. We got some big surprises in this one, so make sure you watch the whole thing.
It's going down. God, I love Halloween. I wonder if he's like arpeggiating the Halloween theme. It kind of sounds like it. Like, not exactly, but pretty close, I'd imagine. There we go. I do think they throw in like a Megalovania in here. I mean, if it's a Halloween collab, you have to, right? Like, by federal law, you have to play Megalovania in a spooky, scary collab. I've got to get one. I've got to get an Iwi. I have to. It's been too long. I put it off enough. You gotta have, right, like, you gotta have the super hot girl just make an appearance to make, like, your little clip the best one in the collab. This is going back to, like, my keyboard rant. Like, I think it's actually more prominent with guitar whenever people play incredibly high solos and shit, like Sweet Child of Mine or something. It's just not that much different than playing that on a lower, like, octave. But people fucking eat that shit up. And I get it, I get it. They look like they have so much fun. Loop connection. We get a little funky part here. Oh shit. I think this is the original part to his other first collab. And that I've watched his shit like a million times. That just hit me. Also like his what is it, headstock. It's so fucking good. Shit, he knows this shit. Oh shit, there she is. Don't tell my girlfriend. Fucking simping for her. What is that? What does he have behind him? Looks kind of like a Cinnabot or something. Or like an AI generated thing. I have never seen Beetlejuice in my life. And like the fact that Halloween is my favorite season, I think that's a travesty. I think I might have to remedy that soon. There they go. Man, what the fuck? Sorry, what the fuck happened to Apocalyptica? I went to see them in concert at Beaumont, Texas. I was in college at the time at Stephen F. Austin. And I went down to Beaumont because they were everywhere at the time. It's like 4 cellos distorted. Since then, I've heard fucking nothing from them at all. I don't even know if they're still together. They were huge. God, I wish I could play like that. I mean, the motherfucker stole the show with this little clip, Baxter. Absolutely. Auto-tune? Come on. Oh god. There we go. Alright. Spooky, scary skeletons. She is so fucking skinny. Like, eat a fucking hamburger or some shit. I guess it goes with like the whole theme, spooky, scary skeletons. Although I don't know, I feel kind of bad saying that. We'll move on. There we go. High pitching it. Oh, hold the fucking phone. Hold on. He has one. Motherfucker has an 8-string guitar. Why? Why do you need that many? I can understand maybe 7, but 8? I don't know about that. Like, at what point are we playing at the Chapman stick? I love his little, like, bumping editing. So dope.
Wow, you guys really went all out. I love the costumes, especially Marco Zarco and Good Times Ahead music. Baxter just keeps getting better. It's so much fun to collab with you all like this. I'm sorry I didn't find a place to put your video, but I hope you all enjoyed making some music.
Again, man, like, I fucking love him. Like, okay, if you didn't make it in the video, like, at least you had fun trying. I fucking love that kind of, that mentality.
Music and...
Anyway. Alright, if anyone's watching, I'm about to nope out, go to bed. It is nearly noon. Well, it's nearly 11, to be fair. Anyway, I will be back tonight, like I always am. And it'll be fun. Thanks for watching.